What's up guys, Luke Deutschlander here with another video. If you like my videos, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. In today's video, we're going to be talking about why you should be careful when choosing somebody to automate your ad posting. So, kind of had an awkward situation today happen. I don't know if the guy intentionally meant to do it, but basically, some time ago, I outsourced all of my Craigslist ad posting to a small company. I don't know, probably size of like 1 or 2. Not sure if it was like mom and pop style or what they were, but they did a decent job posting my Craigslist ads. And then after a while, I kept paying them and they kind of started to slack as far as posting my ads. So obviously I messaged them, several months ago and said, well, this isn't working out. I'm going to have to find somebody else to do the job for me, or I'm just going to have to go back to doing it myself. Not a big deal. They were kind of unhappy. They tried to persuade me, offer more, etc., but it didn't really work. I gave them another chance. I always believe in second and even sometimes third chances, and it just didn't work out. Not sure if the Craigslist algorithms changed or what changed with their posting, or if Craigslist started to get used to their IP address and they weren't changing it. But that being said, I told them to stay off my accounts and everything. I didn't really feel the need to change my password just because of the fact that I was kind of working with a small company. And then today, I noticed that several of my Craigslist posting accounts actually got flagged. Google basically flagged the account and everything. They sent me one-time logins, verify your account, all this, reset everything. And I was just really surprised at the integrity or the moral of it that they would try logging into my accounts. So, unfortunately, I had to go and reset all of my passwords and everything like that. Not a huge deal, but it was, some time and some inconvenience. Obviously, the bigger thing would have been if they tried to cause damage. Now, I don't really know if there was much malintent here just because of the fact that they didn't really do anything. I did notice that they did post some ads actually off of the accounts. I'm not sure if they were trying to impress me or something and possibly win my business back. I appreciate that part, but it sucks because of the fact that whoever they are or whatever new methods they're using, they're not blocking or changing their IP address. And so when they log in from Pakistan, it instantly flags the account, especially to Google. It flagged it on Craigslist also, so it kind of created a little bit of a headache. Luckily, all my ads and everything are still up, but just kind of irritating. So, one of the main reasons that I went with them is they were very affordable. I wanted to say they were charging me like 40 cents a Craigslist post, so pretty affordable there, and obviously it automates that part of the business. But I just wanted to put something out there for everybody that the cheapest is not always the most effective or the best. Sometimes short-term profitability leads to long-term problems and actually cuts your profit, and in the end is not as profitable in the long term because of the fact that you went too cheap on the short-term outlook of the profitability, or just basically the expense in the short term and not looking at what the long-term effects could be. So just kind of interesting. Luckily at this point I did get all of my accounts back. I've kind of just been posting here in my office today, kind of posting some ads, doing some stuff. Shipped out some packages today. I got some new envelopes over there. I already ran out. I swear I go through these things just crazy fast. I got another case over there of 500, and as you can see, it's already starting to have gaps in there. Shipped out probably 25 different items today, so doing really good as far as that goes. But yeah, this is just kind of an interesting scenario. They didn't try and necessarily hack my accounts, I would say, but I did just find it odd that they would randomly log back into my accounts without my permission, or even ask me, or try and reach out in a friendly manner and say, hey, we'd like to start posting on your accounts. Are your passwords still the same? I mean, not even a message or anything. So it just kind of freaked me out initially because of the fact that I didn't know, nobody's had my info or anything like that. I don't have any viruses on my computer. The computer I got here is completely and strictly for business. That's all I do on it is, Facebook, consulting, course stuff, and then YouTube. So it's completely used for business. There isn't any possible chance of any viruses being on it, but it all made sense once I figured out where the location was from and seen the accounts that were flagged. So, but initially I kind of got scared, thought maybe I got hacked, got a keylogging virus somewhere somehow. So, but no big deal. But just be careful out there. If you are going to automate your Craigslist post, be careful who you go with, and just make sure that they're legitimate and that it doesn't seem too cheap. If it seems too cheap or too scammy or too good to be true, chances are it probably is. So just kind of wanted to warn everybody out there, just be careful on what you're doing, especially if you're hiring people off of Fiverr, or if you have people who reach out to you. I've had good experience outsourcing work on Fiverr, but if people reach out to you through like WhatsApp or Craigslist. Just be careful who you're hiring and who you're trusting your accounts with. Now, one thing I do recommend is that you can make a temporary password for your account when you're going to give your information out to somebody. So example, if your password was I like iPhones, and that's always the password you use for all your email accounts, etc. Hopefully it's not, because that's a really simple password. When you give this person your info, make a temporary password, change it, such as 123 apples or 123 oranges, whatever, something simple. Write it down on a notepad or write it down on a sticky note and give them that temporary password. That way they never get your actual password. This can kind of prevent what happened. It can prevent, being hacked, etc. And honestly, as far as password information, I recommend that you keep a hard book copy rather than keeping it in a Word document on your computer. Now, Word documents on your computer are pretty safe, but if you do get a keylogger or you do get a legitimate virus, people can then extract all of that information and get all your passwords. So what I recommend doing is writing everything down in a Word document and then just hitting print and then delete the Word document, delete it off your computer completely, and just hit print and basically get all of your passwords organized, or you can write them down by hand also. That's another good thing to do. Just always keep a log of that or a record of that. If you're like me, I've got so many different email accounts associated with a lot of different platforms and programs. It really becomes a lot to manage if you don't have kind of like a master key or a master sheet to look at all the different emails and all the different passwords and what they're associated with and the different websites, etc. Becomes actually a lot of work eventually if you don't have some kind of master sheet or something written down to help yourself when it comes to referencing your emails, what they do, and the passwords, etc. So that being said, hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you got some knowledge from this. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.